No general anaesthetic, no sedation, and I'm going to be having heart surgery. I couldn't quite believe it when my cardiologist told me this. I'm going to be completely awake while she shoves a wire in through my groin, up through my veins, and then burns a little bit of my heart away. For 2 hours, I'm going to be enduring this, if all goes well. Honestly, I am shitting my pants quite a little bit, quite a lot of it. I'll let you into a secret. I'm actually a little bit squeamish. When I had my braces fitted when I was a kid, I actually fainted in the dentist's office, and actually in the waiting room. And all of the first aid bits in Royal Marines training, I got very good at like taking a few deep breaths and going somewhere else while still learning, whilst they're talking about plugging gunshot wounds or applying tourniquets to blown off limbs, that kind of thing. So the squeamishness and the kind of fear are the things that are dominating my experience right now. The surgery as a whole, what it means to me, is dominating my experience. On runs, because I'm out running for 2 hours or so with these new heart meds, it's all I can think about. It just dominates my mind. When I'm chatting with family and friends, it's all I seem to talk about. And it's honestly, it's not just the feeling and the fear of having the surgery whilst awake. It's what could go wrong too. There's lots of things that can go wrong in surgery, but there's a very, 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 hopefully, small chance that I could end up with a pacemaker if the cardiologist makes a mistake or just things go wrong, which would obviously suck for my fitness goals, for training, for ultra marathons, for I don't know what else it would suck for, but it seems like it would hurt my fitness goals quite a lot. But there's also the side of, can I be a good dad? Can I be the kind of dad that I want to be if I have a pacemaker? If something goes wrong? What if the worst thing possibly happens in the surgery? And I found myself using my old toolkit, the not so great toolkit for dealing with this emotion. It's the one that actually got me through Royal Marines training. It served me massively when I was a really unconfident kid. And actually, in the first few years of running my business, it served me a lot too. But it was the same thing that kept my business plateaued, and it kept me always rushing, always hustling, massively underperforming, and making terrible decisions. And that tool was trying to hide from the emotions, trying to ignore them, trying to not feel them, trying to pretend they're not there. It's what you're taught to do, right? Toughen up, stop being a pussy, get a grip, like just be a man, be a grown-up, learn to deal with your emotions. And when you're being trained to go to war, it's great. And when you can't put food on the table, it's absolutely necessary. But when you're trying to run a complex business and push your fitness and be a good dad or husband or whatever other roles you've got, and actually enjoy your life too, it's going to feel like you're driving through life with the handbrake on. Like you can't quite fully commit to being who you really want to be. So if you can't ignore your fear, and when you let it in, you get completely derailed by it, what do you actually do about it? Well, you train yourself to become the kind of leader who can master their emotions. It's what I've been doing with my heart up now. I'm using the fear of this operation to make me more resilient, to improve my mental fitness. And since applying this approach of like training mental fitness, training capacity to my fear, my mind is back to being clear on runs. I went for a 2-hour run today, nice chill zone too, and it only popped in there for a couple of moments as opposed to 2 hours of being dominated. And then my mind went back to thinking about the strategies that I was going to implement in business. And I've actually made some very big plans for business this year, for my academic growth too, and also for being a good dad and husband. It's a big year ahead, and that's because I've got clarity of mind now. Most importantly, when I walk out my office and go into my kitchen, I'm able to be present with my wife and my daughter when work ends. The moment you try to ignore fear or any other emotion is the moment it dominates your life. But how you show up in your business and your life is something you can change, you can train with good coaching. Fear or any other emotion does not have to kneecap your growth. You can master your mind. You can become the kind of leader, the kind of person that you really have the potential to become. So if you're a 6-figure business owner who is pushing, who wants to remove your internal handbrake, book a mental edge diagnostic with me and I'll show you how. To do that, you just need to head to my Instagram, shoot me a message and tell me you'd like to book a mental edge diagnostic. I'll see you there and speak soon.